lähteekö joku hakemaan lounasta? Niinku sad lunch mielessä.
On. Mulla on vielä säädimpi lunch tänään. Mä otan tosta jotain välipalavaa.
Mistä?
Tosta keittiöstä.
Et syö mitään?
Jotain siis... En mä kerkeä nyt. Plus, että meillä on mennään Daddy Chrisiltä sinne bänditreeneen.
Okei. Eikö mä käyn, jos mä itsekään katso stokkaa siitä tiskiltä. Niitä saa ihan hyvin. Joo. Sillä sad lunchia.
Joo. Ne on varmaan kyllä ihan hyviä.
Niin, mitä siellä on? No siinä on niinku semmoinen, siellä on ihan hyvät niinku isot lihapullat ja sitten siinä on niinku perusmuusin kerran perusmuusin.
Niin siis semmonen...
Niinku salaatti, niinku tuore pöydä.
Niin semmonen ruokatiski.
Niin just, joo. Ne on ihan freesejä kyllä.
No, itse kyllä syön.
No.
Mä oon ihan vaan mielenkiintoista.
Ei, mutta se on sen unohtaa väliin. Se on niinku semi silleen niinku ihan tiisä. Toki jos niinku painat joku iso freesi keessä salaatti, niin äkkiä se on 15 tekee. Ja ympärillä katsoa. Lounaa, ettei nukaan niin lounat ihan puhutaan.
Kyllä.
Se on inflaatiolaukka, eikä. Menee alevaakin nykyään jostain mitä siitä kymppilaskusta. Mä en kommarissa kasvaa ihan samasta.
Niin. Nostat kärryn siitä.
Tukilaikkoa. Ahtaajien kanssa. Nähdään se on bussikuskeja kanssa tonne. Lisää.
Similar message to join us.
Young.
So
Doesn't really matter much at this point. But if you
it's hard to
get
get. Honestly.
big,
It's older.
Sorry?
All in all matter.
I think it's still in the evening time. It's still not bedtime. Do you want to? I did send you an invite. Do you want to join?
Should we go into the side and
Well, go ahead. I'm gonna be here because this is where the control center is gonna be. So,
Oh yeah, what's 10 p.m.?
huh?
10 p.m. Well, that's an, I don't know the difference. That's the Christmas line?
Christmas line?
Christmas line.
Ah, yeah.
Could either be 11, 10, or 7.
Well, he's in Brisbane.
Is that Kingston, away from Brisbane? Is that, I don't know, actually.
It's in the very east coast.
That's a part of
It's Queensland. That's the state.
That's the oldest city, not.
Pretty much, yeah. West Australia.
There's all the mines.
Yeah.
Alright, so do you want to jump on your computer, Matt?
You're gonna turn on your computer.
Oh.
So what we're gonna do is, for each of these little panels here,
Yeah.
we need to sort of capture a window within it. So that's why I need you guys to join to get the correct window sizes here.
So then I will. Now. I will have mine muted and
Yeah.
on silent, so that we can see.
For now it's okay, but once we're all there, you're gonna have to use yours. So you're not gonna be here. You're gonna be somewhere else, wherever you want it. Where
Again,
yeah, so when we're doing it, we're actually doing it, you're gonna be on your own computer, where hopefully somewhere under the street.
Oh, for the image.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good because I can have like a side thing open and have like my scripts so if I get
Yes.
lost there. That's good.
Other than that, I'm gonna send.
He's my emotional support.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're gonna do just fine.
Oh, I feel bad.
Here's the link for the actual street. What yeah, you're here. So you're muted, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Good. Okay, so once Harvey's here, we can actually do some stuff as well. So So apparently there's a bit of a lag, so you're not seeing exactly real time. Like what happens here is not real time on the stream. There's maybe even a minute or two, but doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and if I'm in the other room.
Yeah. And yeah, what I'm most worried about is the gameplay. But even this should look fairly.
You sent Harvey a quick message.
I just did.
Oh, you did. Yeah. You're on.
Oh, here he is.
Hey, hey.
Hey, Harvey, how you doing?
Good. How you going?
Busy with all this setup.
Yeah, I can imagine. Is
Yeah.
the video done yet?
You want my mic?
No, it's not.
Okay.
So, I mean, it is what it is. We'll go what we have once once we're there. So
Will it be ready?
we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. The dude who's doing our sounds, for example, has not come back to us at all. So Carlos is doing
wow.
some final renders. Hopefully, he's gonna get them in done in time, but we'll see. If not, I don't know. Then we'll just go without. But it might.
Yeah, we can.
Whatever we're gonna get, it's probably not gonna be with sound. So visual teaser.
If there's no sound, then maybe we post it later.
Yeah. Let's see what Carlos comes up with and see what it looks like, see what it feels like without sound, if we don't get any sound, and
Yeah.
go from there.
Okay.
So, okay. So actually,
And the live stream, will that be working for Cornerstone live stream? The demo?
oh yeah. That's something that I want to
That will work.
also to test right now, basically while we're here.
Okay.
So I don't think Mika's gonna join us, but I'll just go through how this whole operation works for you guys, so you have an idea. I sent you both the link to the actual stream. That's not something that you even need to pay attention to. Probably don't even want to, because there's a bit of a lag, obviously. So it's just gonna confuse you if you have it open during the actual AMA. But just to show you how it looks like, I sent you the link.
Yeah.
So let's just first and quickly.
Is that the one that I already created?
No, this is a test one.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
it's
the one that I created will be the official one, because
Yes.
I've been linking the community the link.
Yeah, that's.
I've been sending the community the link. So you'll be using the one that I've already set up, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me just make a note for myself. Okay. So. You guys have the stream open, or no?
You want me to click it?
Sure, go ahead. The one that I sent you, just so that you see what we're showing.
Yeah.
Because what I'm most interested about, actually, let me just share my screen as well, so you guys have a bit of an understanding of what's going on here. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear your delayed speech in the live.
Okay.
In the test.
Good.
Yeah.
So in that case, let me just.
This is streaming from your personal account, though, right?
Yeah, or my Cornerstone account.
Yeah, but on the actual thing, it'll be on the Cornerstone, the official Cornerstone account.
Correct.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
And when we're speaking, are we just are we speaking from into the camera like faces, or are we doing just profile pic? Okay.
So during this test, do you want me on the Google Meet or strictly on the stream? Okay, so I don't need to watch the stream. Okay. All right.
I'll need to use I will need to go onto the stream, but I can just mute the stream and check the live stream because the live chat because there'll be questions that I need to answer. But I'll be able to manage with both. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
I think I agree. That's good. With that demo, Brian, are you commentating while Ollie takes us through the scenery?
I guess in a manner, it's more like, so for example, like this event venue, there's a slide in the deck for it, but rather than showing the slide, I think maybe we can start there, but then move into the gameplay, and basically the points I was gonna make about the development of it can be said during this. And I imagine Mika may want to chime in as well. So I can give a bit of narrative as we're going around to kind of better describe what we're looking at and why it's there.
Yeah.
So whether it's worth to do, I don't know. But like, for example, what we're looking at now will actually be underground in the future. So like, it's very much still in work. So it could be, commentating that this is the area of the event venue where you'll actually start your journey inside Cornerstone. This will be your spawning point.
Yeah.
And it'll be underground. And then in the future, there'll be a light tube that shoots you in the air and allows you to fly out from there, float down. And this is also the area where there's going to be future subterranean marketplace, sort of an extension of the bazaar. So it could be something along those lines.
Yeah.
Just kind of, I can give a little bit of narrative. The tricky thing is that I see it's such a large space. It may be worthwhile that the avatars in kind of this sort of center ring where Ollie's going now, and we start here. If it's, so we don't have to start at the spawning point for where Alfonso set it up. Because then it doesn't make sense. I mean, we can't fly, unfortunately, so you can't see.
True. I thought we were
That's
going to be able to fly.
And that's why I have the images of the deck. So it's kind of, you get more of a sense of what it feels like to be inside of it. It would be better to see it from above. You get the grand scale of it. But that's, maybe we start with the deck to go over it and look at the images, and maybe then that makes sense to go into this to explore it, because then you can just jump down into the bottom. Actually, you can spawn inside as well, but the tricky thing, like I said, is like, it's such a big space to run around and be talking that whole time, and through the time limitations, it's kind of just hitting the highlights, and we can always go back to it if someone wants to see it again.
Yeah.
I guess I could stretch out. That's not too bad.
I think everything you just said, what you had planned to say is really good. Just highlighting I think the main architectural aspects of what we're looking at. And those rotating rings, that's just fascinating, like highlighting something like that, maybe touching on the color, and it's like Noza inspired color. And then, spawning inside to get a view from the inside. And then Ollie, if you can like pan the camera to show as much of it as possible from inside, I think that would be more than enough. It's a shame that we can't fly. I thought you'd be able to fly, but it's all right. We can.
Alfonso didn't have time to put it in place before he left for holidays, so it's kind of.
Yeah, that's all good. It's not a biggie. It's quite smooth.
Yeah, it's not bad.
There are a couple of little laggy points, but it's not horrible.
Yeah, for me, it's like the rings. They kind of like look like they're catching, right? Like a stop-go animation, and the avatar rocking could pause it. a bit, but don't know what we can do about that.
Maybe that's something we can just highlight to them and say, hey, it doesn't normally lag like this. It's just that we're live streaming.
It's really strange though, because in the Google Meets, it's a different perspective than the AMA. At least on mine. Yeah. So then is it like, what does that correlate to when discussing what we're looking at? I mean, I guess that was sort of the initial question. Am I? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. When we're going through this, should I be probably looking at the stream then?
No, you'll be watching Google Meets.
Okay, but if there's a few minute lag between that and the stream,
that will just translate to the stream in real time.
Because they'll get my lag as well, or my delay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now I understand. Gotcha.
I mean, if you follow the loose plan that we just kind of came up with, you know, where you spawn and then you run to the center and then you respawn down in the middle inside. If Brian can work with that, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, because if I'm seeing it in my real time and commenting on what I see, but then the delay is the same to the stream. Is that no? I'm just saying, like, how does it relate what I'm seeing to what you're showing to what's being streamed? No. I'll narrate to the Google Meets. Right?
Okay. I thought you were.
Oh yeah, that's how I took it.
Screen share? If you screen share in Google Meets, Brian will be able to see what you're streaming.
Yeah, basically.
But that will take more GPU.
Okay.
Yeah, if you.
Or could you do it? Could you do it in the long room? Bring both computers. I know we sort of discussed it's better in there, but because then, like, if I'm on the long table looking to the windows, you can have almost a laptop. I'm almost like I'm looking at the camera, but I'm looking past it to. Is that too? Okay. Am I echoing? Mm. Yeah, if they're not there.
Yeah, I think that would be good, and I even think also that we could start going like live, even though you set everything up in the back end for it to be ready for when we go live. I think we should start going live maybe a couple of minutes before the time, because then I can announce on Discord and on Twitter that we're live. And normally it takes like 1 or 2 minutes for people to join us. And if we start straight away, then like they're going to miss the content. They're going to miss the things that we end up saying. So we need to have a bit of a 2-minute. That's why I was asking about the music, the background music, to just keep people kind of somewhat entertained while they wait in like a waiting room. But yeah, I think if we go live at 5 minutes before the actual live stream is supposed to start, that gives us a little bit of a buffer to then start, at exactly 11 o'clock, and people are 11 o'clock my time here, and people are joining in the meantime. What will be what communication medium will we use to confirm that we're going live? Will I just message you on Slack or? Okay. Cool. Mm. No. With the AMA on Twitter, people just either type their questions in Discord throughout the AMA or in the Twitter the Twitter chat comment section throughout the AMA, so that by the end of it, when we reach the question time, all the questions have already been asked, and I just need to ask them. I'm not asking them in real time, hey, does anyone have any questions? Can you type them now? I'm encouraging them to ask their questions throughout the AMA so that it's ready to go and ready to be asked at the end. Yeah. Yeah, but we're not asking questions after each section. We're asking questions right at the end, like summary questions. So once I'm in the summary and goodbyes, I will raise the questions that have been asked throughout the whole AMA, whether they're related to a new architectural plan, or they're related to the building update, or they're related to Mika's Plot Plus building bundles announcement. It's all a mix of questions at the end. we'll be okay.
Is there a way to kind of predetermine the amount of interaction you typically get on something like this? Like, is there noise on Discord about whether, I don't know, is it excitement or just attendance possibilities, thinking about what kind of engagement are we hoping to get or can expect? Or is it just we know that when people show up?
Yeah, I mean, it's unpredictable, but one way to typically gauge it is to see how many reactions we get in my announcement when I make the announcement in the announcement channel. You know, depending on how many reactions we get, that's when I can get a bit of an understanding of how many people we'll get. Obviously, the more reactions, typically, the higher the chance that we'll have more people there.
Just curious.
I would say we'll get at least 10. That's for sure.
Sounds
I'm
good.
hoping for 20, 30 to be joining us, but we'll see. There will be people who will join us after as well, and like after we've done the live, they'll listen in later on, because the time zone, it's just so hard to get a time zone that works for everyone. So
Sure.
like MCG, for example, Matt will be joining after. He'll be watching later on. He can't join live.
All right.
Yeah, that's my plan. I think we're good to go.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Thank you for all your help with this, Ollie. It's been we couldn't have done it without you, man. Yeah. Just keep me up to date with the video. Let me know, because if it's going to be like higher quality to do it later, then it's best to just post it later rather than post something low quality now. Cool. Thanks, everyone. See you 15 minutes before we kick off.
Yep. See you.